Hey everybody, Dan here with Pain Free You. All right, are you stuck on the fence? Super, super important. On the fence in the world of mind-body means I think it might be a mind-body condition, TMS, perceived danger. But I think it might be physical, and I'm not really sure. And so I'm straddling the fence. And as long as you are straddling the fence and you haven't made a decision to come onto the mind-body side of the fence completely, lift your leg, jump over, get onto the mind-body side, and commit to that. If you haven't made that decision, the doubt of staying on the fence and not making a decision either way is absolutely going to delay symptom elimination. And the reason for that is, as long as the doubt is alive, so is the perceived danger. The brain's job is to keep you safe. And if it believes that there is something wrong with your physical body, its job is to keep the alarm sounding. Pain, other symptoms, whatever it may be. And so you can't expect the brain to quit its job, to give up on its sole responsibility, which is your safety, when you are uncertain what's going on. Now, some people say you need 100% belief. Okay. You don't, because nobody has 100% belief. And I always say you need to believe enough to move forward. Take the leg off, commit to this, and start moving forward as if it's a mind-body condition. Start to teach your brain by showing your brain through your actions, your response, through your regaining activity, starting to live your life with or without symptoms present. By teaching your brain, I'm safe mentally, emotionally, physically. Don't believe your thoughts. Emotionally, feel your emotions. Allow them. Don't judge them. After a while, the brain will learn emotions are safe. Physically, micro-meditation. Drop your shoulders. Breathe. Slow down your thinking. Slow down your breath. Loosen your body. How you respond to symptoms. Huge message of safety, right? If every time the symptoms hit or increase, you panic and go lay down, you're conveying to the brain, laying down is safe, being anything else is not. All right? Now, there's a lot of people who say, but I'm living my life. I still have the symptoms. Perhaps. But if you still believe that they're caused by a body problem, it's going to delay recovery. Now, some people have had true, legitimate injuries. Yes, trust the injuries to heal. How do injuries work? They hurt most the instant they happen. And with normal healing, the pain lessens gradually over time until it's gone. That's how healing works. If you've ever had an injury and the pain is getting worse and worse and worse over the next several days, weeks, months, that's where the brain and the perception of danger has come in and kind of taken over. Because there are many people who have had true injuries that, according to the doctors, should have been healed already. And because the pain persists, it's very logical, at least it seems, to say, well, it hasn't healed because it still hurts. Well, what if it has healed and the perception of danger is the only reason that you still hurt? Look, I know there are some kind of interesting situations that may cause you to question if you healed or not. But look, Sarno said it a long time ago. If your pain has lasted more than 6 to 8 weeks, which is the length of time it takes for most normal pains or even surgeries to heal, then it's likely TMS, perceived danger, being the cause of the pain. Not involved, but the cause. So for anybody who's on the fence, and I can think of a handful of people who are struggling the most, and the conversations I have with these people are always about their doubt and about their fears. And what about my body this, my body that, my body this, my body that, I think my body this. And it's because of their, I don't want to say unwillingness, because I don't want to blame anybody, but the fear is so strong that they are afraid that if they make the wrong decision and go all in on mind body, what if I'm wrong? Okay, and I'll play the opposite side. What if you're right? What if TMS, perceived danger, is the only reason for your pain and symptoms, but your reluctance, in some cases refusal, to believe that is why you're stuck? Now, I'm not blaming you. I understand how the fear can grip you, right? It can be really all-consuming. But I will say that as long as you're on the fence and you know who you are, you're going to have a tough time convincing your brain to give up on its sole job of keeping you safe and survival, right? It's not going to let up its strategy of keeping symptoms on to warn you if it still believes and you still continue to tell it, my body's the problem. Or maybe my body's a problem. I think my body's a problem. Well, maybe it's involved, but maybe TMS is involved too. Get off the fence. Commit to this, because right now, many of the people that I'm thinking of do not have viable medical options that offer any significant chance of abatement of symptoms. So if you've already exhausted the medical, get your foot off the fence, come all in, and make it your purpose, your sole reason of moving forward, to convince your scared, misinformed brain that you're okay, right? Sometimes we just got to go, all right, what the heck? Let me see what happens, because here's what will happen when you do it consistently and you refuse to entertain the body analysis. When you go full in and you're consistent with these messages of safety, guess what happens? You'll start to experience a mindset shift first and then a physical symptom shift next. There's your proof. Once that happens, you've got it. Because you can say, oh, I've been implementing this stuff, and this is what resulted in an improvement in my symptoms. Ding, 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 we got a winner. Time to commit further, right? If you don't believe 100%, that's fine. Believe enough to do the work. Believe enough to convey the messages of safety consistently until you experience your own benefits from this work. And that's when it can lock in and you can say, holy cow, I really am okay. I just have proof. I have my own experience as proof. It's not theoretical. It's not a test. It's not in a book. It's not in a video. It's my own personal experience that when I feel safer, symptoms come down. And you probably already have a lot of negative experience, which is when I'm freaked out, panicked, really in danger, and doubt, I feel worse. That's proof too, folks. So for anybody really struggling with a high degree of symptoms, look at the lead up to those high symptoms. And if your doubt has increased, your fear has increased, your research on the physical body has increased, it's not a coincidence. Doubt, staying on the fence, will delay your symptom elimination. So make the decision, folks, please. It really, really matters. I know you can do it, so do it. Love you, folks, and as always, we'll see you tomorrow. Take care.